Good afternoon, Base Invaders. Welcome back. It is me, CubbyHD, and today we are back with this EU 10-man, not 10-man, sorry, God, good start there. We're back with a 3-man event today. I'm just thinking about the significant amount of bases. This is the only spot that we could actually find at this moment in time that is not absolutely covered in bases. Joined with me today is Ian. How are you doing, Ian?
Hello, Cubby. I'm doing well, mate. It's a little bit busy this afternoon, isn't it? This map is wild. I don't know how we're going to keep up with this.
I'll just quickly give my good old scene here. Let me go ahead and turn on the HUD. I think that is why I left it off last week. So yeah, as you can see, each one of these little blue dots is in fact a base. So as you can see, there's definitely plenty of them around for us to be having a crack at this week. The one base that we are going to look at in this period, we're not going to look at too many of them, but we're going to be looking at these guys. Now, EU, it's not a case of the fact that, the frequent players or, there's a little bit around for them to do. There's actually nothing for them to do. They're the only team on this base. Now, we were having a conversation beforehand, obviously, Ian, about the repercussions that they may face for being by themselves. What are your thoughts on it?
So, last time somebody did this, it didn't go the way that you would have hoped. They had a lot of people coming to visit them. I think we decided that there's basically two options here. Otherwise, you get completely ignored because you're too far away to bother with. Or quite a few people decide that you're an easy pick because you're out of the way and you don't get third-partied. That's what happened last time. So I think it's going to happen this time. I think more than one person's going to decide that it's a good idea to come up here because they won't face any resistance, and it's going to be an absolute hellhole for all involved.
Yeah, I would be with you to agree on that. I think personally, like you said, it's gonna be a difficult one for them to hold. As I mentioned previously as well, should they do like face any sort of issue, in terms of countering, it may be a bit of a struggle for them to defend, especially if they start losing a raid and there's no counters around. So it's going to be something that they're going to have to watch out for. But without further ado, obviously I don't want to waste too much. I'm assuming there's going to be a little bit of fighting over here. You can hear the first AK shots of the event going off. We've got XD fighting, and looks like they're putting some shots down on Outspace up there. You know, you got McSheesh, you got Baby Cow, Stepmom Cow. Pretty strange names. Obviously, you can see as well that there is quite a little bit of stone in this base, for example. But I have a feeling that may be mirrored throughout everyone in today's event. Obviously, with it being 3-mans, it's a lot harder to gather some of the materials that you need from early. So you know, it's gonna be it's definitely gonna be one of those today. I do believe so. Now, as well, I know I said we were gonna look at one base today, but this is actually another base I do want to view. As you can see there, there's a lot of twig in the middle, and these guys actually were incredibly late to the event. Now, it looks like, am I wrong? Is it these? No, there was a base along the coast earlier on. I can't remember where it was. I can't remember where it was, but there was a base by the name of someone called Sundown, and basically, I think it's going to be the same sort of principle that we've had with everyone else so far. They're really going to struggle in today's event. They did, in fact, join late, and therefore, you know, I think it could be a case of you know, they've struggled to get the base down and stuff like that. I did see a lot of twig earlier. That looked like a very mirrored design, and I haven't seen them be eliminated, so it's someone that we're going to have to look out for. It does look like there's a body down on this roof here for Alaska, potentially one of their own. Maybe not, though.
Hasn't been a whole lot of action going out so far, I don't think.
Not
a little bit of skirmishing here.
And as you can see, this is a name we're going to want to watch out for. This is definitely one of the teams, just by chance, that we've stumbled across. They've got Purploot, they've got Crixus, and they've got Sommer. As you can see, you know, if any of you have watched before, you'll know and fully understand these guys are a lethal force, especially Crixus and Purploot, you know, very, very, very frequent players here on the Birds team. Could be looking to put quite a bit of an issue in for Alaska. As you can see, no compound for them. Could go against them, especially coming up against such a well-enabled team like Crixus, Purploot and Sommer. As you can see, Crixus here just pushing over, using the terrain to his advantage. Really, really high IQ play. As you can see, he's not going to push out in the open. He's going to use the little topology here. Does place a wooden wall. They now know where he's going to be at. Needs to be careful. Maybe he's pushing for the furnaces here. Be interesting to see.
Doesn't look like any of them are peeking. Oh, someone's at the top window now.
See, you can see there, Crixus already dropping the man that just peeked him on the roof to 66 health. Obviously, he's going to have to stop and med up. It's going to be a really big challenge for him.
Just thinking about, there's quite a few people I saw on the Discord server before this event that were excited for threes because it means that you've got a pretty focused team. When you get up to like 8-mans, 10-mans, you're not necessarily playing with people that you've played with a lot. You know, there's less team synergy, basically, because you're having to get in lots of extra people. Lots of people don't have 10 people that they play with regularly, so you have to accumulate all of these. But when you're down to threes, you can really like stick to the people that you're the most experienced with, you know?
Sorry to interrupt there. Crixus does in fact get slaughtered. That was really, really well played from him. Crixus's bag just outside those furnaces there. Very, very good shooting from, I'm going to pronounce it Eon. I think that's the way to pronounce that. Sommer fighting back, Purploot putting down shots. Eon does get dropped to 56. Crixus goes down again. In relation to what you were saying beforehand, though, Ian, I am completely in complete agreement with that statement. You know, it is nice to see that there are 3-man events. Obviously, a lot more bases. There's going to be a lot more raids going on, so we're going to be flicking to and from. As you can see there, Purploot does drop one, and I think this is a really good shape up for the event to come here, and it's sort of foreshadowing what is going to be going on. As you can see, you've got two teams fighting. It doesn't look like there's many third parties, and I think with the simple sheer amount of bases, that could contribute to, you know, a lot of 2v2 fights, maybe a couple less counters here and there. So it's going to be something that we're going to have to see for sure.
That's interesting, because I kind of thought the exact opposite. You know, like the severe increase in teams. I thought was going to create a lot more third party in, you know, third, fourth, and fifth just with the
Hmm.
sheer amount of people trying to take advantage of the moment, to get the steal in.
Yeah,
So I
see,
guess we'll see how it pans out.
I do somewhat agree with that. Obviously, I think it's just going to be one of the things of, there's so many bases in such a condensed spot. I think third party is fair enough. Maybe, as you say, third, fourth, fifth, anything like that. It could for sure happen. But I think it's going to be really difficult in order to get that third party in, especially if you've got people sat on roofs just picking, as we know a lot of Rust players like to do. Warlords do currently have a very big issue on their hands, though. Fully stone base, and as you can see, Papega have taken advantage of the access to their shooting floor. Does look like a bit of a weird design. As you can see here, it looks like there's somewhat
Yeah.
half a wall difference in this base. Maybe to do with the terrain, obviously, as you can see there. It's a little increase in the little hill there. Papega have decided to push away, though. In my opinion, that is 3 points for them, but obviously it depends how long they've been sat out here. Warlords are currently looking like a pretty easy target, though, so it is definitely going to be something that they're going to have to watch out for. As you can see here, Jammy Boy up on his shooting floor now, putting down shots, taking shots
Big
towards
wide shooting
Presser.
floor, isn't it? Sorry
It
to
most
interrupt.
certainly is. No, you're more than welcome. It is very wide. There's not really much locking off in there. As you can see there, Presser gets dropped down to 51 HP by Jammy Boy. Who knows? Maybe they're an underdog. Maybe they will, in fact, beam later on. It'll be good to see. I'm just
Shout out
looking at the.
to Trev Ayer, who has just popped in the chat. He's casting NA with you, is he not?
Yeah,
Later
that
this
is
evening?
correct. There will be an NA event from tonight at 8 p.m. GMT start time. That will be myself and Trev. Obviously, we do wish Kaz, the main caster here at Rustoria, a happy holiday with his girlfriend over in Paris. So have a good one, mate. Don't worry. The carry of the team has got this covered this week, being myself and obviously the wonderful co-casting staff that we have here as well.
Gotta get yourself over.
Come
It's
on,
an
you got to
important
big
part.
yourself up. You got to big yourself up. If you're not
Cubby going
bigging
into business
yourself up,
for
no one
himself.
else is going to do it. That's it. That's it. Dog eat dog world. And see here, IDB shooting down on XD. XD have been caught out in the open. And see, this is what I was worried about with it when it comes to the raid phase. Obviously, these guys are now stuck out in a field, and unless they've got 1,000 walls to cover every single direction, they are going to get shot in the side by
You're
evil. They
absolutely
are
right.
going to get shot at the
Yeah.
front by IDB. Obviously, there's Purge there as well, so it's one of those. They're going to need so many walls to cover so many angles, especially if they're third party. And
That's it. What do you do in those situations? Because there's at least 5 bases within vicinity here, which means that no matter what base you push, you have several that are flanking you, and have angles on you. So how? I think we're gonna maybe see in this particular area a lot of people sitting on the roof shooting at each other.
I am completely inclined to agree with you on that one. I genuinely don't see any other way around it. I mean, I'm trying to pick hotspots in this attack phase here, so we're not missing any of the action. Obviously, the heli crash being a main one, but that did in fact get taken down very early, so obviously we missed that. I do apologise, but and this could be another one right here again. Just the sheer distance between the bases is so small. Obviously, you've got random here with some wooden walls, as opposed to Dresnya's stone walls there. So obviously that could chip in terms of how expensive it's going to be to raid. Obviously, wooden walls nowhere near as expensive as stone.
So they got a bit
So
partial stone on one side. So I guess they ran out, had to abandon. It's got
yeah, I'm
what,
gonna
3 or
say
4,
it's definitely
which
what
is obviously a bit of a
could have been
waste
the
when the
case.
rest of it's wood.
That's it. I
But
mean,
that
this
wasn't
does
the
look
plan.
like a pretty strong base. In my personal opinion, if you're going for a roof design like this, it's nice to have the metal barricades on the roof. Obviously, it does stop people from just landing on top. They do have the peaks, obviously, but it's going to be one of those. It could be a bit of a difficult one to defend should they get landed on straight away. And then, as opposed to the others, they've gone for the classic roof defense. They've got beds on the roof. It doesn't seem like they've got any gear spawns up there, which is somewhat good to see considering they don't have turrets. But obviously, they've got much more of a roof angle to hold. Molotaps does go down in his own base, which is strange to see, maybe from fall damage. Nice to see there that players, no matter 3-mans, no matter 10-mans, still die to the worst enemy in Rust, which is fall damage.
Gravity never forgives, never forgets.
It definitely doesn't. We do see a mini taking off here, so we're going to go ahead and follow this one. I imagine it'll be quadruple Z here, dropping off the boys on Dome. And as we can
They're
see
currently
here,
in the lead here.
they most certainly are. Yep, they've got 19 points, which I'm assuming some of them came from Heli. But as you can see here, you've got the next patrol helicopter coming in, ready to be a little bit of a menace. It does seem to be slowing down quite far out. Obviously, no one has base down this far. There's nothing around here. And my theory has been answered. As we can see, Jack with the M249 here, only lootable out of heli crates, I believe. Heli and Bradley, so... You do have Dresnia.
Busy over here.
Most certainly is. All trying to tag that heli. Every single person that's shooting it, other than the one that just hit, needs to really hit up the aiming servers, I believe.
Yeah, nobody's hitting the rotors, huh? Oh, they are now that they've got a better angle on it. I was very far away to in their defense. I don't think I would have been maintaining too many shots on heli from there.
As you can see, heli now looking to make a rocket run, and you'll see the first rockets of the event. Launched straight at quadruple Z's base there. Jack goes down to 54 HP. Does now start medding though. It's looking like it's trying to be stolen. And it's been successfully stolen, it seems.
Nice. Best trio got that, I think.
I think so. We'll go ahead and jump over. More centralised to all of these bases. Does in fact go down already. That's not in the best place though for trio. As you can see, NR got the actual last shot on it, which I'm assuming is this base that is now currently beaming Papega.
Yeah.
YOLO.
Oh, no, that's YOLO. Well, where are they?
Where?
Oh, there's another base over there.
That's Warlords.
Which is also
NR?
isn't them.
Reveal yourselves.
Well, I guess that was a pretty long range tag.
Yeah, most certainly.
Nowhere nearby.
Must be. Definitely not. But as you can see here, as the crates get scattered along this hillside, it is going to be a bit of an interesting one in terms of who actually fights for this loot. As you can see, there's very, very, very few bases, if not none. Obviously, you've got the walls just out of render over there. But as you can see, there's not really any bases. This does look really, really, really nice for YOLO. Having said that, here comes Paul from Best Trio.
I think it's good for everybody, to be honest with you, because there's no vision from any of these bases on them.
Gonna be,
like it's going straight over the ridge. None of those bases can see the heli crates from where they are.
High IQ plays only.
Place.
As you can see here, though, YOLO, obviously Best Trio as well. The closest bases to this, YOLO seem to just be sitting on the roof. Boldness, well done. Obviously, you know, cool there on an 8-kill streak, clearly popping off and having a decent start to his event, or her event. I think I've somewhat settled in now into this event. Obviously, just before we went live, we did in fact struggle in terms of timing. Well, more so myself. Took on a little bit too many jobs, a little bit too close to the countdown. So that was for the misangled start. But we are now in this event, and it is looking like a juicy one. Fish up on 24 points in first. Quadruple Z just behind him in second with 19. Tied with Bald as well. So obviously they're fighting for second and first. Or second and third even. Baldness cool there now on a 10-kill streak. Really starting to make work. GWBK from GWBK. Paul goes down to Sioka. YOLO, just out in the open. You can see I have a bit of a hillside.
On the ground.
Paul is down.
It's crawling.
Watch Tass putting in work. YOLO goes down to Barbie. What is Barbie without a Ken?
Have they got someone called Ken?
They do not, but we'll substitute Ken for Short on this occasion. Short putting in the work.
I was about to say, nobody can see what's going on down here as well, which means everybody that's in these bases has to come over this ridge and just kind of...
That's it.
Enter the fray.
It's going to be it's definitely going to be a Bit of a skirmish here. As you can see, Pepeka holding the high ground. Warlords coming in behind GWBK. YOLO sat on the roof. Does look like Dylan Zito's coming to join his teammates up on this ridge side. Does need to be careful of this trio though. Shot they're taking fire from Toothless. You see shot here now on the crates. Gonna try and get those all important points for Pepega here. Toothless goes down, which I'm assuming was Presser. And Short's really starting to go to work now, getting those points in. It doesn't matter if he gets away with the loot or not. I'm assuming he already has a sufficient amount.
Now, am I right in thinking that the points for the crates has changed recently?
I do believe so, yeah. To what, I'm not sure, but I am fairly sure you are correct on stating that.
Okay, so these changes actually I think took place before last week's, and I don't know if we covered them or not, but there's been a couple of updates for the rules here. So raid defense points are now awarded a raid zone is still active when the game ends. So these people still getting defending towards the end of the game still get their points, even if the raid isn't actually completed. They've changed the patrol heli spawn, which is kind of the one that we're talking about here. It spawns 3 times during attack and does not spawn during raid at all now, and the crates are now worth 3 points instead of 5.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. You know, obviously with the more you know, helis in the attack phase, it does in fact make sense that they have lowered it a little bit. As you can see, Pepega down here right now, really putting in the work. As you can see, you've got Pepega in all caps on 4th with 21 points, and Pepega 3, another team that went by the name Pepega, with 15 points just behind them. Let's have a war of the Pepegas.
Continuing the base invader tradition of making our jobs incredibly difficult.
Yeah, I'm going to say we're now going to have to specify Pepega and Pepega 3.
I was just thinking here.
I'll be getting shot in the back there by Aspects.
Oof. Pega have done a good job holding this, because they've come over here and they've managed to take the hold, keep that line on the top of the ridge, and get all of those crates now, I think. They're all gone, so Short's coming back.
Well, that's it. Pepega do seem to have got them all, and that does push them up into second with 24 points, so well played to those guys. My ESP does seem to have gone off, but obviously we've got YOLO shooting down on them. We know who they are, Pepega and YOLO. Oh, just going to quickly re-enable the ESP here, if I can. There we go. Hall going down there to quadruple Z Jack. Jack now in the compound. We're going to follow this in.
Oh.
And Jack goes down straight away to Yellow.
In the compound for a short amount of time.
Better luck next time, bud. Dylan Zito. Must be noted as well, Pepega are having a few issues with the TC in the grace period. So obviously that set them back in terms of timing. Yeah, they are out here, they are vibing, and they are pushing in. So that's nice to see. A team with a setback, obviously, you know, still pushing on and making the most of this attack phase here. Just under 10 minutes left, and then we'll be moving on to the raid phase where the carnage will begin.
I'm really excited to see this raid phase. This is the smallest team size I've ever cast. I think I can't recall, but I don't think I've ever done anything smaller than 6 mans on base invaders. I've not been here for a terribly large amount of time. So it's going to be a completely different dynamic. I'm very interested. Excited to see what it's going to be like.
It most certainly is. And I'm in that boat with you there as well, Ian. Obviously, you know, we don't tend to do many events that are smaller than 5s. 5s is the lowest I've cast before this point in time. And obviously now we are down to 3s. There was a staff event once that I believe was 2s, just to test how it would go. And someone, even with that carnage that unfolded, decided that this would be a good idea. So whoever that was, thank you very much. No sarcasm in my voice on that one. As you can see, back with XD now. Putting in work on Gym Bros. Roro down to 33 HP, 34.
Just have a look at these bases.
Seems like XD have got quite the decent base on them. The team members are missing, so I wonder where they've gone. Will be an interesting one to see where they're at.
I'm currently looking at some bases here that are near launch site. And one which is completely unfinished, with all of its advent calendar on the outside, belonging to BLM.
BLM.
Currently in
Ah,
N13 to the west of launch site. It is not looking too healthy. But there's no one here. I don't think there's anyone in any of these bases, and there's a lot of unfinished stuff around here.
yeah, it does seem that way. Maybe attack period got up to him. I'd just quickly like to point out as well, obviously with me being staff over at Rustoria, the mothership for this event, I would like to quickly announce that we are in no way associated with the BLM movement in any capacity. It is simply the players in-game that have decided to name themselves that. Just responding to a little scenario that happened the other day.
Oh dear. Okay.
Everyone has free opinion over here on this server. Keep in mind that we are just a provider for entertainment as opposed to a political movement. Anyway, back to the event at hand.
Moving on.
You are correct, though. BLM's base is an interesting one. It most certainly is. Could work in their favour, though. Obviously, there's only 3 people that can rock it any one time. But I do get where you're coming from in terms of the advent calendar on the outside. It's a bit of a weird one. Obviously, a wooden wall there. Tenor bets that the TC is behind this wall. That would be an interesting strategy.
Up on the hill here as well, who are also looking a little bit shaky. But at least they've still got someone inside. But we're only at 6 minutes left, and it's looking, it's looking a bit shaky that that's going to be in a good shape by the time raid starts.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's it. It does seem like they've got into a couple of issues. Obviously, it does only look like there's 2 of these guys, Heaven and Sfinzo. They are leaders of this event so far. On the hill, we've got Forza Slim. Pushing up. Causing some issues. He's now going to take the high ground on Sfinzo. See, SCO having a couple of problems from Monaco down there. You got a Elita on the entrance to their compound. Someone's using a Tommy or a custom. I believe it was a Tommy. Already, which is maybe not the best sign of this event.
No,
It'd
it
be down
does kind
to
of suggest that they're a bit light on the weaponry, doesn't it?
And look at Sfinzo go. Look at Sfinzo go. Slim gets absolutely destroyed, laser beamed, in fact. And keep in mind, Sfinzo does look to be naked as well. Drops his AK, and I assume he's now going to go out of this gate and go ahead and go to loot this kit of his fresh kill that he's just made. Really good shooting from him. Oh, I tell
I
you
didn't get a
something,
shot
though.
off, I don't think.
It's not going to matter for anything, because Slim is back on his body. Sfinzo is going to come up here. And Slim, obviously, now AK in hand, full metal kit. Sfinzo doesn't even get the chance to make it up. BLM, see Wadey at the back there, does in fact beam Sfinzo, does in fact beam Heaven as well. 28 HP on Heaven at this moment in time. Now this seems like a pretty impressive base design down here, so I do want to go and look at this. That's Fisher's base over there, so we will be keeping an eye on them, as they are currently sat in first with 45 points. As you can see though, got Big D here, and you know, you can see in terms of base design, they've gone for the base design that I like as well. You know, and they've got the got very small amounts of peaks, if any at all. I'm assuming there is peak downs, as you can see there from the little triangles. They do have the loot on the top with the beds covered by turrets, and you know, it's just a nice way that they can spawn in there and not really take any firepower as such.
Yeah, well, you're not going to be taking any damage, no. It does say, I mean, this lacks in visibility, though.
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna say we've seen it in recent events. It can be proved to be quite a struggle when you don't have any visibility on the on the exterior of your base. But who knows? Maybe these guys are the realest of gamers. And as you can see there, they've got the little walls beneath, stop them potentially falling down, which is nice to see. Furnaces obviously still cooking away. Definitely going to be a spot to watch for certain. Now we're going to go ahead and move somewhere else. Where are we going to go? We are going to venture towards a gas station over in F12. We've got Triple I, Triple L, whichever one that is. You've got Bonobo, Squishy, Max. Now then. A few friends of mine, Max and Squishy. I must say, fellas, I'm not really liking the twig on the roof at the minute, but, you know, each to their own. Played numerous hours with Max and Squishy alike. Both very, very, very capable players. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do in this 3-man event. Steve-O can't say I know who they are. Maybe a potential alternate name. Excuse me, an alternate name perhaps. But obviously it will be interesting to see how these guys do. As you can see, MP5 scattered on the roof. Launches
Are
on
you saying
backs
that you
already.
don't believe that to be the real Steve-O?
To be quite honest with you, I've never seen him before. So, you know, maybe me just being an absolute papega right now.
This would be his kind of game, to be fair. I'm worried for their safety. These Twig's destructible in attack phase, right?
I don't think it is anymore. I'm
Okay,
not
that's
sure.
an old rule. That's not. Yeah. But
They
they
haven't
don't
even
seem to
finished the
be.
compound.
Yeah, they don't seem to be upgrading the roof either. So I'm worried because they're all standing on it. I'm just waiting for a rocket to come flying over here. The second raid begins and just have them all fall to their deaths.
I say there is only 1 minute 20, so they are playing it a bit scary. It looks like Fish is going to run away with the points for winning this sector of the event. Obviously, you do get a significant amount of points that will push you further into the lead should you win in the attack phase. See Max there beaming this heli, and who is responsible for this kind of behaviour? Let's take a look. You got Santa up here, you got Santa Maria, you got Mars flying high. Oh, boys, it's not looking good.
Uh-oh.
It's not looking good.
I think you're okay.
As you can see here, I mean, just as we've flown up, you can see the close proximity of the bases in this event today. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably all within, you know, maybe 6 grids of each other.
And it's like this all over as well.
It is. I think it's really, really going to kick off. I am very excited. I imagine, you know, there'll be some very intense fighting on the line today. Even at something as stupid as a gas station. But as you can see, we are going to follow Bonobo in, just because I do want to see where they go at this first stage of the event. As you can see, someone heli diving in the background there.
Whoa.
And the raid begins 1 hour 29. Raid are already out by Hoodis. That is potentially the fastest elimination in BI history.
That was
Problem eliminated by Santa. Okay. And I think that sums up this event. This is going to be a very high scoring event.
Oh my days. Alaska,
this wasn't their base.
This isn't their base. No, I was about to say.
This is Bob's. This is Bob's base. Bob's are out by Bonobo. Alaska's eliminated by Birds. Here we go.
I take back everything I say. I'm sorry, lads.
Well, we knew it was going to be chaotic, but I didn't think it was going to be this crazy. We have potentially 4 or 5 teams. I've lost count. As you can see, Papega now on Warlord's base as well.
Certainly explains why they weren't upgrading it, doesn't it?
It most certainly does. And as you can see, if I get my camera work right, we'll move in. We'll follow Papega in. They really have. And the wall's coming down in the city that we love.
I feel like it shouldn't be, unless there's a door on the other side of there. It shouldn't be in that one.
And as you can see, they're going to keep going down.
It's got to be the stairwell though. Okay.
We are going to follow Papega in, obviously with this base being stone. This should make quick work of it.
Yeah, this isn't going to take very long.
Come
Go
on,
for
lads,
splash damage in the corner there. Good work.
Raiding efficiency at its finest. Using the Exclamo, and we'll keep following in. Obviously, I will not be flying through any wall. Obviously, I don't want to give away too much without being seen, just in case Warlords do in fact counter. Although, it's not looking very probable, as none of them are in the base.
Gotta be in there, right? Oh, no.
Oh.
Let's judge. We've got some more levels to go here. And we're approaching sheet metal now that we've gone a little bit further down. So I think we're probably getting closer to the TC. Seems like they've decided the same.
Not far off now. As you can see. Come on, boys, keep blowing. I don't know what you're playing around for. It's 3 points.
Yeah, there's a lot. Birds have actually managed to go top from taking that.
IDB eliminated by Purge there.
Oof. Incredibly fast TC.
Doesn't seem
You
to be
got
any
Purge,
counters.
birds, and fish. It's a lot of animals in this week's competition.
I'm going to say, you're not kidding. Well, realistically, we all play Rust. We're all animals in our own way, I think. I think that's a fair assumption to make, really, isn't it?
Yes. And masochists, I assume. Right.
And there it is.
Here we are. Done. So that's got to be same amount of points. We have 40 points from TC here, right?
I believe so, yes. Party eliminated by Julia as well. Obviously, I do apologise to all of the spectators today. There is going to be a lot of TCs missed unless you want NRV eliminated by Hee, just like Michael Jackson himself. Obviously, there is going to be a lot of TCs missed today. There is nothing I can do on that, I'm afraid. As you can see, we'll give this a quick prod here. I need to go ahead and show chat. Oh, well, that's nice. Clan tag bastard. Obviously, currently being pressed by NR. NR chilling on the roof. Oh, gets dropped down to 18 HP, though, by Hella Desteric.
Desert Tick is going to get mauled coming in here. Oh, no. Oh, no. They didn't get that bastard player, though. They've managed to make it away.
Desert
oh, no.
In.
I take that back. No. That was
Catch
nice.
it eliminated by Sheesh.
It.
And the foundation wipes begin. He's going to foundation wipe their core. Desert on a one-man mission here. On a one-man mission. Look at him go. He's going to do it. Oh, it's not looking good. And the base is going to begin falling. It doesn't look like TC's in here, though. You can see the sheer amount of jibs.
Unbelievable. It's got to be in there.
Look at that. And that, fellas, is why you invest in a good computer. Otherwise, the stream will have gone down.
I swear you look for the big Gib situations every week just so that you can tell us that.
Well, of course, come on, you got to flex it. I spent an ungodly amount of money during lockdown. If I could take it back, I definitely would.
I'll be happy to take it off, yeah. Now, where do we think, since it's not in that central core, where do you think that TC is going to be now then?
Very good point. Before they find it. I'm going inside and take a look here. Could be anywhere.
Cool
There's
base design, gotta say.
It is a cool base design. Obviously, you've still got all your triangles.
The interlocking roof is very good. It's got lots of cool peaks.
Well, it certainly does. That's for definite. But as you can see here, you've got Cute. Oh, hello, looking to be pressed by Cute here over on this base. We're not even 6 minutes. We're not even 10 minutes into this raid phase yet. Not even 10 minutes in, and think about the amount that have gone down. Desert now on a 10-kill streak. Obviously, he's the one that we just saw, pressing bastard.
We've had more than a dozen eliminations, if I remember correctly.
Desert seems to be a bit of a Rambo, and he does go down for it, in fact. Cute, obviously causing a bit of a defense there. Defending the raid.
Now, he was just in someone else's base not a moment ago, so I guess they...
Rambo.
I feel a much easier base to take as well. So I guess they just didn't want the competition.
Omni goes down, and so does Professional Pilot. Both to Bracco there. Hello, nicely obviously done. Doing really well. Oh, and this was actually Desert's base, of course. Omni getting slotted as he spawns back in. 1, 2, 3 now running up. See random. Alza here, over there. Seem to be going really well though at the minute. Sorry about that there. Just had a little bit of a game stutter. Julia. 10-kill streak.
Good job of taking this back. I think that's that done.
I'm going to say, it seems like it. Bracco obviously posted up on the roof. Professional Pilot maybe now for the repairs. And Desert. We're going to follow him in. And as you can see. God, that scared me. Just as I was flexing about the PC that I have, I thought that the fans inside were in fact catching on maybe a bit of wiring, but it does turns out my next door neighbour is using a stone grinder. So that makes a lot of sense.
Nice bit of relaxing Sunday evening stone grinding.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it apparently. You know, lovely at 5:10 on an evening. So I'll make sure that the noise cancellation from the background is turned up so you guys can hopefully not hear it.
I'm currently following Desert Tick here, who's on a tear.
And here we go. Spoof now being raided by Victoria. And the base begins crumbling.
Does the top of that gate have no clipping, or did they just get that rocket through that gap?
I'm not sure. I didn't actually see it. I couldn't honestly tell you. Obviously, Keanu goes down there.
I suspect it maybe doesn't have any clipping, because otherwise that's an absolutely... Yeah, it doesn't. Otherwise that's an absolutely wild shot. It looked an awful lot like it had gone through that tiny gap at the top of the stone gate.
Oh, through this little bit.
Yeah.
And the gate
Yeah,
falls.
it looks like it's just the stone. It's the tackle on up. They're making quick work of that. They'll be in there pretty shortly, I think.
I'll be inclined to agree with you on that one.
Oof. Angela got both of those, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like it. As you can see, Keanu down again. Zane though. Oh, and here's what we were worried about earlier. Exactly what you said before. We do have a little third party here. I'm not going to be able to see his name until he gets inside my ESP range.
Sneaky.
As you can
Who
see,
is
this man's been playing
your ESP
CSGO.
deactivated.
Sneaky beaky like. It is indeed. We need to reactivate that.
Are they in there on their own, or is there someone else? Oh, they're down already. It was someone from Papega 3?
Papega 3, yeah, Castle. Papega 3 as well. Cookie, now on the walls that Victoria pushed in on. We're not going to want to miss this. Caroline does in fact slot Zane. Spoof, HT goes down. Angela, they are now getting inside and involved. It does look like a house of doors though. Obviously, it is going to be... I'm telling you something. Credit where credit's due. People that have managed to set up a house of doors with this few members have done really
absolutely.
well. We go ahead.
Increased server. That's a lot of loot.
It most certainly is. Angela there slotting Cookie. Now, we do in fact have a chat. We've got Miles091288. Come on the spoof, lads. Obviously, we do have a 5-minute delay, but it's not looking too good for your spoof, lads, at the minute, I'm afraid. Obviously, this is the base who own this. Ooh, eliminated by Santa. They're now on 91 points, so they are in first. Julia just behind them with 88. Seems like there's a very common theme today. There's either birds or female names. We've got Julia. We've got... who else did I just see? Julia. We've got Victoria.
Well, this team is... Victoria is made up of Angela, Valentina, and Caroline?
That would make a lot of sense.
I believe.
Obviously. Zane goes down. See here, Spoof, HT running back in. Now, I do want to double check on this base here. Bastard, obviously, they have been... And here we go. This is what I was thinking was going to happen. Hello, have come back. Braco alongside Desert. Desert goes down to Smiley Face, though.
Like
I'm English.
Might have been doing.
I'm English, more like I'm dead. You got absolutely laser beamed. Obviously,
perfect, Cubs.
I'm afraid I do need to work on my comedy skills. I can feel the excessive amount of cringing coming through the Twitch chat. At the end of the day, I am a caster, not a comedian. Although, if anyone was to watch me play Rust, I'm pretty sure they would get a good laugh. Obviously, smiley face, sad face, whatever you want to say. Does slot hello. Desert, though, does get his body back and slots Asimov. My favourite.
That's more slapstick comedy, though, right?
I think that's right, yeah. Omni going down in the field there. Desert's down again. Braco now medding up. Smiley face, sad face, whatever the fuck that is. I don't even know what to call it.
That's the face of indecision right there.
I was going to say, I think that covers both angles.
Braco, sorry, go ahead.
Covers both angles. If he's winning, then he's happy. If he's not, then he's sad. Braco does slot I'm English. He does down him, actually. Oh. And the
Oh, that was
indecision
very
man
close.
himself does in fact get one. And back to the old raid from Victoria. Victoria Angela is now on a 8-kill streak, I believe that was. So obviously they're playing really well. As you can see, matching kits. Albeit a pretty disgusting one in my opinion. And as you can see, Valentina now getting to work. Okay. Well, that was lucky. That was incredibly lucky from Victoria. Fair play. Obviously, this is going to be the end of Bastard. Not Bastard, sorry. Spoof. There we go. Spoof eliminated by Victoria. Divide eliminated by Fortnite. I'm assuming that was meant to be Fortnite, but they spelt it wrong quite clearly. As you can see, that Hello's still really struggling to push into Bastard's base here. They have sealed the compound too, so that's going to make it even harder now.
How do you reckon they found that TC? You think that was just luck?
Yeah, I mean, that's unless they were in there in attack phase and we missed it. But I mean, I'm pretty sure that was just luck in at this point.
It wasn't that many. Now that I think about it as well, there was not that many walls on that bottom floor. Do you know what I mean? The rest of them were mostly frames and doors.
Yeah,
So
very true.
that might have had something to do with it.
Very true. Angela now on a 10-kill streak. Russian Terminator 2005 on an 8. And as you can see, this is what I was wondering, with VG's high-level positioning up here, they are now shooting down on BLM from afar and the security of their own base. Starting to put work in.
Oh, it wouldn't be base
doors
invaders
off.
without at least one round of roof rocketing, would it?
I'm gonna say, there's always at least one, isn't there, really?
They do have a really advantageous position though, because they can absolutely just be stealing kills in all of these fights and roof raiding this this base here at the same time.
That's it. They do need to be careful, though, because obviously Big D are lurking. You can see their entry frag on the outside of this. If he breaches the compound, he can currently get inside the base of BLM, and there's nothing that they can do, and it's looking like he is going to do that, in fact.
I probably would have tried to be sneakier about that, but it depends on whether VG can see him from their angle.
That's it. I mean, I imagine they will be able to. Especially, yeah, that's just been confirmed. But look now, there's such a big gap. If entry frag and officer push round, they can in fact get in.
And this is still really good for them because they haven't moved. VG are still up there, so that means that they can get straight into this base and will be in. They'll have some good time, get positioned. They've got time to look for the TC. VG have then got to cross down the hill and then face the exact same problem we were just describing, which is that they can get beamed from 4 different bases all around them as they try and make their way across.
That is it. We're having calls in chat to show exotic or show headshot. To be quite honest with you guys, I think any requests to see anyone today are going to be very, very limited with the sheer amount of people that there is. It's going to be a case of pure luck who we see today. Obviously, I'm going to try and dart about the map. We have seen these before. And here we go. Entry frag and officer are now inside. And look at them. They're going to start blowing the other side. BLM nowhere to be seen at their own base. And there we go. They're in. Obviously, they're not going to need to go and target the outside doors because they know the situation with those. Apart from the ones that are walled in at the top. Obviously, entry frag now. Shooting this stone wall. No attempt to blow it.
Well, it doesn't seem like there's anything exciting happening around Exotic's base, which means that they're out roaming, but God knows where they are. So, don't say I didn't try.
Oh, BLM have logged off. Okay.
Or are they already gone?
They most certainly are. They are laid down, vibing on the floor. Oh, come on, lads. Don't be grubby. Just carry on with the raid. No need to start looting them.
Ah, well, you might as well, eh?
Let's see. Really starting to make quick work of inside this base. chunks falling away. All the doors left open. Danny, we do see quite often play this event. Really weird to see him get out so early. Maybe wasn't a fan of the threes.
Yeah, could have had disconnection problems or any number of things, I suppose.
That's it.
Rust is good at doing that to us.
Oh god, it most certainly is. And as this base falls away more and more.
Yeah, well, there's
Boss
a lack
eliminated
of
by
stability
fish.
in here, isn't there? It's a big central core with nothing supporting most of it.
Is it? I wonder what he's seen. He's not seen anything.
It's the bed. Don't see anything else up there.
You can see that. Do seem to be getting to work. Nice rocket. VG have now pushed down. Heaven goes down to Officer. Officer is going to need to heal. Entry frag.
And here to the point, Officer and Entry Frag are both in a position waiting for them to turn up, so that engagement goes their way.
Solid. Like Sfinzo here. Sfinzo pushing down. Does have a full kit. Obviously, there is a number of spots where Sfinzo dropping down to 33.
Timing on that was very fortuitous.
Oh, Barra goes down. Couldn't quite get back to his body. You've got Sfinzo and Equinox now lurking. You've got Heaven running down as well. Obviously, Barrett is going to run back from his base with it not being too far. There is still a number of places where this TC could be. I really wish my ESP would stop deactivating. It made my life 10 times easier. See now that. Bye-bye, eliminated by Cantoso. Bye-bye indeed. Better luck next week, guys. Entry fag slots Svinza. Heaven gets Officer low. Equinox can't peek. He's not on great HP. Equinox kills Entry frag now. It's looking worse for Big D. As you can see, 3v1. Officer heading up. Looks like he's bandaging, actually. Potentially out of stims. Heaven slaughtered by Officer. EB eliminated by Baldness.
Well, that's Baldness up to 5th now. Fish have gotten a little bit of a lead building up here. Only 15 points ahead of Pega.
Sfinzo down. And it looks like I don't believe it. Officer's done it. He's claimed the raid. He's defended
Equinox
it really well.
Here.
Equinox is the last one left.
Hiding. Where is he?
Just big chilling. Getting ready. An entry frag.
Spotted.
Oh.
No, wait. Yeah.
Yes, I like the floor as well, buddy. It's a really good place to look. Especially when you're being pushed.
Maybe they didn't see that. It definitely looked like he saw him when he peeked there, so I don't know. Running around and back into the corner to your position might have been difficult.
Quick note, I've just seen in chat, go to M2, the island. We have actually missed it. The M2 island is gone. The M2 island is no more.
Rip.
We have people calling other people out for supposed cheating in game. If you do believe that there's been an issue with your event, then go ahead and make a ticket. We will get round to it as a staff team as quick as we possibly can. Obviously, we check every single team before the event begins. Just to make sure that everyone is nice and relaxed in terms of cheating. Best trio eliminated by Papega. I believe
that's them top 146 points.
Indeed it was. See here, deep inside the court. Still blowing for some reason. Maybe they got shut in. You can see little raid going down here. Or at least there was. Looks like Santa are on quadruple Z's base, which is indeed the case. Let's stick with this. Santa Mario goes down. Jack taking the kill there.
What has happened to Quadruple Z? Because they were ahead when we were leaving the attack phase, and they're not even the top 10 anymore. They're 25th.
It does seem like they've potentially had quite a few issues in terms of what's going on. SCO eliminated there.
Oh, I'll be good breath, lads.
Let's see. Milk here from Santa. Just chilling. Jack coming back up. It looks like you can see Num and Chaddington the third are coming back. They're on Dome. They know they're being raided, and yet they're still sat on Dome. It's a
Interesting.
really
Oh,
strange strategy.
Jack's downstairs. What are you doing?
Interesting to see the fact that there's a... Oh, and look at Jack go. Jack gets 2. Drops Mars.
Oh, he almost got milk as
Drops
well.
Mario
Round
and
the
almost
corner.
got milk. Maybe his teammates know that Jack is, in fact, one of the better players. Oh, here we go. They are now back. As you can see, we've got Num on the outside. Jack, Chaddington the third, still sat up top. Mars goes down. Jack goes down again. Milk deep inside Quadruple Z's base now. Just chilling deep inside the core. He has found beds as well. This is really going to work in his favour. All the beds are gone. I'm assuming they will have more downstairs, but, you know, you can't be too sure in an event like this. And I'm assuming... If I was Milk, see, I'd be targeting this garage door. I really, really would.
Might just be looking for rockets, I think. Got the launcher, heading back downstairs. Nah, just looting. Come on, take this door. Take the door. There's only... Oh, there's still one there as well. Oh, this is them. What's going on here?
Milk goes down to Num. That's it. They have indeed defended. Santa have been pushed out of Quadruple Z's base, and they are now going to look for the repair, which is good to see.
That looked like he placed a floor or a foundation in there. That was weird.
Yeah, it was a floor, I believe. He placed some twig floors.
That wasn't his base, though, right?
Yeah, but you can still place twig floors, I believe,
I suppose, yeah, good point.
in TC radius.
You're going to have to bear with me one moment. Apologies.
No worries. You can see here, obviously it looks like Big D and VG still fighting over this raid. Really need to get to work. You can see they have blown all the way up to the top. There's a section that could be hidden in. Entry frag now around this other side. Where could it be? Let's have a look at the outside here. Where are we blowing, fellas? I'm pretty sure they're blowing outside. They are. They're just blowing outside doors. Doesn't make sense that they're blowing there. Ah, this one on the other hand, not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. And there it is, TC. And there we go, BLM eliminated by Big D. Guess you know what they say. It's not about the size, it's about how you use it. And obviously Big D have done really well at holding this, especially from VG. There is Monaco members inside though now. Officer, you've got Terminator on the outside. Entry frag goes down to Terminator. Obviously, Alita went down to Barra, I'm assuming. Terminator goes down to Officer. Barra down now as well. To level. Sfinzo goes down to Officer on 10 HP. You really should be doing better there. Officer
Seems to have
down
gotten
on
quite
9
busy in
HP.
here.
It does. We've just seen that BLM have been eliminated by Big D. They finally found TC. It was in this little subsection of the base here. You can see that
A well-organized deal then, eh? Just as predicted.
Yeah, that's it. Gonna say VG obviously rocketing off their base to begin with, and then Big D doing really, really well, pushing him from the other side. As you can see though, Officer still fragging out, even though he's not on full HP. Did kill Level from 10 HP. And you see Level running back naked here.
Did Monaco
clearly,
not realise that this has been taken?
I don't think so. I think they were countering just in time, and then obviously it got taken as they were on the wall's exterior. There seems to be a raid over here though, which is nice and out of the way. And this is Sad's base here, and RNC seem to have full control of Sad's base, which is not a good outlook for them at all. See, doors now beginning to go.
Now, RNC is the name you would usually expect to see a little bit higher up the leaderboard. They're in 18th right now. 57 points just behind Sheesh.
Oh, this is an interesting base design. This looks more so like something you would see on a vanilla server as opposed to an actual base invaders event. Obviously, still plenty of doors and hiding spots for it to be hidden in. This is a really cool base. I do, in fact, like this a lot.
Yeah, I think this is ideal for threes because it's confusing as hell. I'm already lost.
I'm exceptionally lost. I have no idea where they've gone. Well, we'll just go through the hole that's appeared in the floor. I think that's the play. As you can see now. Oh, I'll tell you something. Have they seen it? They haven't seen it yet. We'll quickly do a caster's POV. It is just a shooting angle.
Think you're alright? It's only going to be a
RNC
couple moments here, I think.
still going to work. Where's Eclipse at?
It's a couple of randomly armored bits, which I quite like.
Could
To
be
try
used
and
to
draw
throw 'em
people
off.
towards it. Could
That's
just be
it.
randomly placed, but
It's interesting to see that. Moonlight goes down to Eclipse. Eclipse does sneak back in there as well, which is good to see.
nobody's taking this off them, I don't think.
I'm gonna say
So
it
the
doesn't
point
look
of them
like there's
being
anyone around.
further down the table as well, it is RNC, and they do quite often just kind of slowly bide their time. And then as we get further into the raid phase, they really ramp up and start to snowball through their point collection. So just because they're in out of the top 10 right now, doesn't mean they're not going to be there soon.
Definitely not, and especially when you've got a team that's as you know, condensed in the base invaders community as Eclipse, Fax, and Joker. You know, we see them week in, week out. They really do know how to play this.
Indeed. In
This
fact,
moment in time,
the TC taking a
stumped.
TC here will put them into 4th. So that's all we're really waiting for.
Do look stumped though at the minute. They just can't seem to find it.
It looks like they're having to deal with a little bit of resistance from outside. Sad trying to get back in.
Doesn't look like it's going too well for them though.
But it's, quite a lot of this looks
Oh.
reasonably intact, but I'm surprised there's no spawns inside at all for the defending.
I'm exceptionally surprised that they haven't gone for this door yet, which they are now going for, of course.
You go.
Does make sense.
Go anywhere, does it?
Would make a lot of sense if it was behind this door, that's for certain.
There it is.
And there it is. Sad eliminated by RNC, just
And
as
that's
we
them back up
expected.
to 4th place. So, like I was just in the middle of saying. Oh, 7th place, because I can't add.
We all struggle sometimes.
Ian's legendary mathematics skills strike again.
Speaking of this, we have Undead here, being raided by Julia. Dasher seemed to be killing. Dasher, you
Lucky
appear
timing.
lost, my friend. Dasher's just proceeding to carry on without a care in the world, it seems. The only one here.
There's only one player from Undead here?
It seems so. Obviously, it's quite an interesting one as well as threes, because personally, in my opinion, I don't think it's an event where you technically have to stick with your team. Obviously, it's very doable for one person to outdo a team of three if you're good at the game.
It's fair, yeah, make a good point.
So they can go in alone, as you see here. There is more
It's a
from
risk though,
Julia,
because your
though.
solo player can just get completely shut down, and then your duo team can struggle because they're up against teams of 3 rather than teams of 2.
Yeah, that is
Really
very
depends
true.
on your confidence in your solo player.
As you can see here, Julia now starting to make work of the inside of this base. You've got the Russian name there that I'm not even going to try and pronounce without butchering. It does go down, though. Goes down to, I believe that's Invaders with an empty AK. You see Dasher just not a care in the world. Cracking on. And now you've got another Russian lad outside. Starting to push in. Vides goes down. VG are eliminated by Fish.
Oof.
We knew it was going to happen, but we didn't know how long it was going to take. Obviously, Fish were leading the attack phase at the end. They did have the most points, so well played to those, and they have proceeded to continue in this raid phase. As you can see now, Julia do seem to be gaining more and more control. RPC eliminated by Tok W. Tiger goes down.
Doesn't seem to have made any changes to the top 10 so far here. Tokyo are now in 15th place, it would seem. Okay. Still pretty competitive all the way along here. All the way anywhere all number 20 on the board is actually still pretty competitive because we're still in double digits for most of these teams. 40 points for TC, so that's pretty much catch you up instantaneously.
When I say there's definitely a lot of room for movement on the board at the minute. As you can see now, Julia really starting to get to work. All these doors are going to start coming off in a minute, so we'll follow the C4 round. See if they locate this ever important TC.
Vids and someone else are about to make a push in from the back of the base here, I think. Tiger's coming around the flank. Oh, he's at the gate.
Does look so. Don't have any gear though, and there are ladders in front of the doors now, which makes it a little bit awkward. Fights goes down.
Tiger shortly following him, I think.
Yeah, Tiger down as well. It's looking like a pretty clean wash fight is this. Haven't found TC though yet. Julia wasting no time at all and taking these doors out. I'm going to take this door off.
You reckon it's this one?
I'm not sure. They are taking it off. Not that one. And there it is. Nice C4 on the little wooden beam at the bottom. Get Rip eliminated by Slow. Undead eliminated by Julia. Obviously, that was a very clean wash fight there. So, very well played by those. We've got Rogue in chat at the minute saying that he was part of the team that RNC eliminated, and apparently RNC are bad. That does not appear to be the case, my friend, as you were in fact eliminated and kind of controlled. I'm afraid to announce. Maybe you weren't caught up on that. Shisha's base. RNC obviously lurking, but nothing as much. Seems like they may have defended. Seems to be very slow at the moment, which is strange to see.
I think we're going in waves here. So people are at certain points here just kind of returning back to base and chilling a little bit, I think. There's some rebuilding going on here.
Very much could be, but I'll tell you something. Something has caught my eye over here, and it's in the form of a wonderful scrap heli. Rotors spinning. Only one person in it. A very weird mode of transport for one person. And I do not believe it. Crewmates have made a return to base invaders. You've got Date Value, you've got Sin, you've got Eldrip. Another couple of players that I've played with in my time of Rust. Obviously, Date Valou, a good friend of mine, or at least I haven't spoken to him in a while, that's for certain. And Sin as well. I'm assuming that is Synergy Rust. Also, another really, really good player. Definitely handling. I'm assuming Date has built this base. He's an incredible builder. Jamie254 in chat asks if Chubby is here. Unfortunately, Chubby is not here. There is only Cubby today, I'm afraid. Nice to see you back and well, though, Jamie. Welcome back. We have missed you indeed. Obviously, Jamie, one of the staff members at Rustoria alongside myself, and here at Base Invaders as a game master as well. It's lovely to see you returned. But obviously, it does look like these were potentially being raided. But it seems at the minute that they have defended. So fair play.
Kelly just went straight past them. I think he went to water. Looked like he went to water treatment.
It doesn't. I'm trying to find anything that we can at the minute. It's pretty crazy the fact that it seems to have slowed down a little bit.
I think if you northeast of launch site looks like an interesting spot there.
Right, here we go. There's a little new raid going on here. Victoria have now pushed on and are now pushing towards a Bastard's base. Obviously, it's fully stone on the outside. And you can see work is beginning. Really good rocket there from the defenders. Did a lot of damage to them all. Asimov gets slaughtered there by Angela. Really good shot. Papega 3 in the background. You've got Lichnost pushing on the flank. You got Indecisive there from Bastard. Dropped Valentina. Angela starts getting beamed from the left-hand side. Papega 3 now pushing in. You've got Cookie close. Lichnos at the back. Castle also on the strap pile. You've got I'm English Rocket PvP in. Angela goes down to Lichnos. Caroline falls to Castle. Cookie 3 goes down in the trade off there. Now you've got the defenders out against them. Yeah, well done, Asimov in English. Clearly a lack of communication. I did catch you shooting at your own teammate there. But you do you, guys. Whatever makes you happy, I guess. You can see there, Lichnos goes down to I'm English. Clearly making up for the miscommunication there. You got Castle. Oh, Caroline is coming up behind Castle, though.
Oh, he doesn't have anything? Try and get back over. Yeah. Oh, no. Got a hoodie. I don't think they have a weapon. Waiting for Castle to die. Yep. Oh, denied.
English there. Slotting him from distance. So this does seem to have calmed down a little bit. You can see Cookie though, pushing for his body. Takes the Indecisive man there, and Asimov's pushed out. Cookie with his back turned, absolutely destroyed. And that is the end of that raid. Well played by them. They have defended. Where else? We've got G5, new raid appearing. And oh, it's the castle again. We actually saw this last week. And this is exotic space. So, as per popular demand, we've got Papega 2 as well. So we have Papega, Papega 2, Papega 3. So I'm assuming these are all from one group, it would appear. But as you can see at this moment in time, Exotic currently being raided by Papega 2. I can't actually remember where TC was last week.
No, it took him a really long time to get to it, though, if I recall. It was
the whole base was gone. The whole base was gone by the end.
Was there not an issue with the TC in this base last time?
I don't. Maybe so, actually. Now that you mention it, is potentially the case.
I have to go back to the VOD from last week to double check, because I watched so much Rust within a week, it all blends into one, so I can't actually tell you. But I'm sure that there was something to do with the placement of this one, and it had to be awarded points.
Yeah, yes, you're right. You're totally right, because it got awarded to the people that I didn't think were going to get it.
Yeah.
It got awarded to the people
that
were...
I think.
Yeah, that's right. It got awarded to the people that were controlling the raid as opposed to the ones that have been there the longest.
Yeah.
See, Papega 2 really making a sizable dent in the interior of this base.
Papega's 1, 2, and 3. Ooh. They better finish 1, 2, and 3.
That would make me really happy. As you can see, Papega at this moment in time absolutely outclassing the other Papegas. Papega, the original Papega, not Papega 2 or 3, but Papega itself, just taking out YOLO there.
Papega Prime.
Papega Prime indeed. And as you can see now, Papega 2 still working on Exotic here, who we're currently spectating. Obviously, this raid is still going on because this is Papega 2.
They seem to be of the opinion that the TC is in... Why is that armored? The TC is in one of the legs. Or the... Yeah, those are legs, right? Your towers?
Yeah, it seemed like that.
I'm rolling with it. It's a leg. So
It's an extra limb.
I'm curious about that one little bit of armor at the back of the base. I wonder if that's telling a story.
I mean, we may have been able to discover it, but Zprots has just eliminated 2 Papega 2 members like it was absolute light work. AK in hand, Pipey on back. And it does look like Papega 2 have been pushed out. Tryhard eliminating the last one there. Well played, Tryhard. You can see here though, Smiley now. I'm going to start trying to put work in this. Start putting a few dints in the side of this base.
Hoodis here as well? It's just one member of Hoodis sneaking round the back. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
7s.
Well, set all the 7s. Lasted all of about 7 seconds. And he is gone.
Now I'm going to have a look at the defense points for Exotic, because that is a decent amount of raid defensing going on in their base. Let's have a look here.
And it does look like Exotic are now trying to counter rocket and try and maybe destroy Apar's wall. It is going to go down after this rocket. There we go. Andy gets rocketed as well. Goes down to 3 HP.
Ouch.
Really, really close there.
Yeah, lucky he survived that one.
Just about halfway through this raid phase now. Papega leading in first with 224 points. Fish in second with 171. Julia in third with 142. And the rest is a skirmish. And you can see Exotic now rocketing this wall once again. RS now eliminated by Fish. That's going to push them up really far in the leaderboard into very close second place now. Obviously, they are on 171. But they are now on 211 after that TC. So, as you can see there, they are only 13 points behind Papega. And you see here, Tryhard. Look at him go.
I can't seem to see Exotic in this score list at all. So unless I'm having, name blindness right now, I guess they must be out the top 40. It's pretty wild.
That wouldn't surprise me with the amount of teams we've got going on. Apar goes down there.
You would be expect them to accumulate a few defense points, though. I would have thought.
Yeah, very true. Obviously, raid points sometimes take time to be added on, and also, sometimes they're not as much as what we think they could be.
Yeah, you mean that's a good point. Yeah, they're often not as numerous as you think they're going to be when they get applied. This is helicopter that's coming in here.
Fantoso. Changing their mind last minute there. You can see Misco Jones, Cappuccino Maker, running away. So you try hard.
Tactical retreat.
Currently being pushed by Asset. Asset really quick at placing those walls there. Well, I thought for a second there Tryhard was shooting at myself. But,
yeah, so did I. I was very confused as to what was going on.
And as you can see, Papega 2 back for seconds.
Oof.
Whoever flew that heli really needs lessons. Heli goes down.
It landed.
In bits.
I was doing it when that happened. We're all good.
See,
any landing you can walk away from,
Any landing you can walk away from. You can see
so I'm telling you, it's in that armor box.
Potentially so. The only bit of armor on this base.
It's either an accident or it's to stop somebody rocketing from the water.
Smiley are now inside exotic space as well. Oh, and Exotic are looking really, really bad here. This is not looking good for them.
Central Core's getting decimated. Top of that might central part might actually just come down with a few more rockets because it's not attached on the right hand side.
Very true, actually.
Oh, neither of those bits attaches. It's the bottom part that attaches. Such an
Yeah.
interesting design. I love this. I might try and just build this for fun.
What, a castle?
Yeah.
Get a castle with a
I like the shape of this one. It's good. It's
Yeah,
quite
very
functional
true.
for a castle shape design. They're usually just, for the sake of being shaped like a castle.
Apago's down, Aladdin's down on the floor. Exotic do seem to have somewhat reclaimed the base again.
With help from Papega too on the top here, I think. I'm wondering who it is that's actually defending this out of these two teams.
I'm gonna say at the moment in time, it seems like Papega 2 are defending more than the base owners themselves, Exotic.
Yeah.
Try hard now, though, coming down behind Papega 2. Slots him.
Was he trying to foundation wipe that bit there? Very confused.
I think he was just
what
blowing through
occurring.
this little back stone wall here.
Yeah.
The SP's gone off again.
Why is that still? When the rest of it is sheet metal. It's very strange.
I'm agreed.
Metal roof as well. Maybe they ran it. They must have ran out of resources because there's no real reason I can think of to do that.
Do you still need metal frags though to upgrade to armored? Or is that me being a complete Papega?
Metal frags for sheet metal, high qual for armored.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I thought it was a combination of two. I think that's just on a modded server I've been playing recently.
Yeah, you forget quite a lot. There's so many things that happen that changes servers. Go and play on a vanilla and you have no idea what you're doing because you've lost all those little comforts that you didn't even know you had.
Very, very true. See here, Purge now going for out. And they are making a sizable hole inside of this base, that's for certain.
Yeah,
rocket after rocket now.
Purge got 106 points, so they're still in contention for a decent finish. Papega are all the way up to 224 now. Fish are keeping up with them. No one else really is, by the looks of it. Everything else from third place down is really competitive, though any of these could switch positions at any point. Just need a TC.
As you can see at this moment in time, doing really, really good work. Wall after wall comes down at the minute. There's a heli in the background. It does appear to be going away from this, though.
Oh, just a big U-turn.
Going down. But as you can see, rockets seem to have slowed down. You can see OK pushing in, though. Here we go. He is not far from the car now. And the C4 begins. Doors are going to start going down now. OK, now starting to make work of this base. Where are we going? Make your mind up. It's easier for you to turn than me, my friend. Yes, found the beds. Yep. OK, takes one.
I think they've got a couple of floors of spawns in here, so they're going to be able to defend for a little while against the raid.
And there goes the ladder hatch. Okay, still going to keep pushing in. Goes down another floor.
A lot of ladder hatches in here. You don't
God
see a lot
knows
of
how
ladder
that man
hatches.
died. You really don't, and it normally just jump up nowadays. Guma goes down.
They are a pain to try and navigate quickly at times, so I can see why they would avoid them.
Very true. I'm assuming another C4 is going to go down. Can't be underestimated. You can't just leave doors open like this, especially in an event where explosives are so widely available. Outget, peeking through the floor there. How are we doing? Seems to be a bit lost. Better luck next time, Bozo.
It's just spawns that are in there again.
That's it. They've not taken the beds, which is crazy to me. But obviously, they do have a pretty strong hold at this moment in time, and they are looking to get down to the floor level in the core here. Oh my god, finally a closed door. It's only taken, about half an hour.
I'll be the one with the TC in it then if it's the only one that's closed.
And I tell you something, there's just been a heli that's just landed on the roof of this base. So we're going to go ahead and head out here and see who's just landed. And it is Nepsy. Nepsy's back. He's a member of the Defenders, part of the out team.
Nepsy got shot by someone on another roof there, I think, when he landed.
Let's pace up. There's a C4 on this door, so we're going to follow this in.
Ah.
Okay, goes down.
In there.
Out get rockets.
Nice trade.
And you can see T Enjoy it. There seems to be a little bit of server lag at the moment in time, so I do apologise for that.
Hopefully that's not too bad and it's just affecting us more than, me, than everyone else.
Hopefully so. As you can see though, at this moment in time, Purge really starting to make work.
Interesting rocket. Really hates that.
There we go. They are in court. Come on, guys. This isn't just regular base. Obviously, this is base invaders. It's very rare that you see a TC in court. Maybe this is the play, you know? Maybe this is the play for vanilla. Maybe we start hiding our TCs in honeycomb.
Inside the honeycomb. Absolutely. Bunkered as well.
Or like just in behind a random door, like in the entrance. And he starts to go to work with the custom. T-Enjoy down on 14 HP, so low. He's going to start getting pushed. Kuma goes down.
Amen. They were trying to pick up a better gun.
He was custom gaming, for sure. Oh, and it does look like out are now starting to shut doors.
It's a good idea, that. Closing
So
doors.
it's only taken them however long it's taken. You can see that you've got Evil here now. Evil looks to be like a bit of a rat at the minute and didn't really do a good job of it either. Does go down indeed.
It's interesting, because they left all those garage doors open. Purge made it really far into the base without actually taking out a lot of the access. So now that they've closed them, they're actually going to have to blow through a bunch of stuff again, because there's a bunch of doors there that they didn't blow through the first time.
I believe Kuma did just pick up a rocket launcher as well. He's going to loot that body in the doorway, it seems. Does get slotted though. Takes down to 19 HP. Someone takes so much fall damage. Bodies everywhere. T-Enjoyer on a rampage at the minute. Taking another. Outget goes down to okay. And it's looking like very much so, at least at this moment in time. Well, you're just glitched, aren't you, buddy? I mean, I've never seen someone stand on a 45-degree angle before, but fair enough. Balance of a god.
Michael Jackson here.
Quite literally, yeah. I think that's the second Michael Jackson joke we've had today. I think we need to.
Yeah, I know.
I think we're going to need
no
to start
more,
applying for a sponsorship from Michael Jackson. Whose base is this? This is definitely not XD's base. XD's is down in the thing. This is Purge. XD now seeing that Purge have gone indeed down for the boys down in the valley there.
Excellent.
They are now going to start making work of this. Interesting Siama doors, that's for certain. They're not even jump ups.
It is usually just entirely sheet metal. There doesn't tend to be a lot of armor. It's too expensive.
And here we go. We're now going to work. XD wasting no time at all. And look, here we go. Doors coming off. Left, right and centre.
Look at this. This is how you do it.
This is how you go about doing it. One after the other. Look at that. 2 layers of doors gone. And they've found it already. They need to notice it. And they have noticed it. Purge are out. That's it. Purge have gone. Purge eliminated from 8th spot. They have been eliminated. That was an absolute masterclass in raiding. Really, really well done there to the XD
Yep.
boys. And I'm sure Out will be having a little bit of a sigh of relief knowing now that their raiders have been eliminated from this event. Really, really good there from XD. Took no time at all. And of course, they are now going to continue raiding and try and take some of that all-important explosive loot. You can see here just a theme. A little theme here of raids going on. What is going on here? There's a lot of explosions going on here. And we do have Bulby. Bulby's base here. Tomat Staru goes down. Larangni goes down. I'm sure I butchered it, but... Oh, sheep. I can pronounce sheep. Sheep's easy. Sheep's alive.
I got
See.
so.
Got Mango. Got Beehawk. That's a really nice skin. I like that skin.
Gives you so much vision through it.
True. It's pretty crazy. I do like
That's
it,
pretty
though.
good because you probably can't take damage through that, I assume, because it's skinned, it's solid. So that's really good for peeking.
Next meta. Use this skin
Yeah.
blocker.
Put
Slow
it in front of
eliminated
your
by
team.
RNC. Sorry to interrupt you there. RNC now up in third with 147.
You go right ahead.
Mango climbing in. But going back to what we were saying beforehand, I mean, I'm completely agreed with you. This is a really, really nice skin here. Obviously, you can see the little building plan and hammers there in the locker. And, well, they made really quick work of this. Either we didn't see it or this has just been reopened. Looks like there's been a raid in here previously. As you can see. Well, it most definitely has been. I don't think at this point the open garage doors make an ounce of difference. Not with a base that this heavily raided. Mango, where are you at? Stop going through silly places that I struggle to find. As you can see, they're taking a leaf out of XD's, but Purge are eliminated. Oh, okay, so Purge, I believe, was out, so that's obviously some staff interference there. Probably just a case of Purge being eliminated by XD and then obviously not being removed from the event.
Yeah, a bit of delay on that elimination notice, eh?
Yep, so that'll reset it in the server console, I imagine, and it will remove them. Oh, and he's back at it again with the grindstone outside my window. Telling you I'm going to invest in a professional studio, I think. That'd be really nice.
Big D are currently making a push onto Monaco.
You can see here.
Bit of armor there. I swear most of the time that's just people doing that by accident. It's very easy to do. Although that's quite a lot, so.
I'm going to say that is most certainly a lot. I think it's just to protect the car. Definitely nothing in there, as they do have access to car already. As you can see. And doors now coming off. Tough W in full swing.
Does it if you get top down and leave all your doors open?
That's most certainly the case, ain't it? As you can see, Mango really starting to go to work now. And Teal, just like we've seen before from XD, look at him go. Door after door now. Oh, and they found it. Really bad C4, but it's not going to matter. Bulby eliminated by Talk W. I'll tell you something, there's still so many bases left, it just doesn't matter at all.
We have seen a TC being taken in that position on the first, second, and third floors today. In that exact same spot.
I think it was bound to. I think it's been bound to happen at this point. Really, I mean, everyone goes for House of Doors, and I'm sure. Yeah. I'm sure.
In order, no less. Very good.
Lichnos now unmuted. Nice to see. Welcome back. Got to be a bad boy next time. Smile.
Well, it looks like the fight that was brewing between Big D and Monaco has cooled down a little bit, and they're now skirmishing with Random.
This is Random space as well, and look, the C4's beginning. Oh, amateur play there, leaving the ladder hatch open as well. If I were them, I'd be getting more C4 on that floor. Come on. You're only going down one level, lads. You need to go down, down, down. Weird champ. Taking both ladder hatches.
Blowing the open ladder hatch, which is an interesting one.
Yeah, agreed. Maybe to prevent shutting, so fair enough, but...
That is
Here
true.
we go. And now they're going through that wall. See, if I were them, I'd just be placing C4 on the floor.
Yeah, this is a prime opportunity for you to just layer a bunch of C4s and have them drop through. But I mean, they're still being pretty methodical. They're covering each other at the same time, so.
And there we go.
Yes, this is what we were talking about.
Most certainly is.
This
will go through 2 layers.
Which you'd be able to see if it wasn't for your 80,000 gibs.
Alright, I'll just turn them all off. They'll probably do my bedroom a whole load of happiness. It won't be as warm, that's for certain. Oh, and it's looking like another house of doors down there. We won't jump in too far.
Yeah.
It is most certainly looking like another house of doors. See Molotovs there. Goes down to Zhao.
I'm surprised that birds are not higher up this, considering how well the players are doing individually.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
105 points.
It's all very good and well getting kills, though. You got to remember, TCs do give a hell of a lot more, 40 times more than a single elimination. As you can see there, though, Bonobo does in fact go down to baldness. We'll now follow these gentlemen in as they make their defiant push. Dresnia. No one here. Pushing deeper and deeper.
Is much more towards the kills, isn't it? Sorry, towards the TCs and 3-man as well, because you're not going to get as many kills.
Well, that's it. There's not as many people to eliminate. As you can see, Dresnia here. Really, really deep inside the base here. Yeah, there was one man going for the economy class removal of beds with the jackhammer, and his teammate says, "No, we're not messing around with that. Get out of the way." Rockets.
Yeah, it's not the type of event to be stingy with here.
Yeah, I'm gonna say there's no excuse really.
Speed is of the essence.
Well, it certainly is. And oh, you see Alza here there. Oh! Did he just die to fall damage? Oh, no, he didn't. Okay, that's fine. I thought he died to fall damage. Yeah, I was like, oh dear, oh dear,
that was
oh
just
dear.
Perfectly timed with that dead body. Oh.
Imagine. Oh, and this is looking like it could be a bit of a costly one. Every single setup's the same as this, where it goes, you know, with the triangles. It'll be difficult when the C4s begin.
I think it's going to be on one of the outside walls. Pretty much everybody has actually hidden their TC inside their advent calendar. We've had a lot of, I've noticed a lot of previous weeks, there's been lots of advent calendar bases with the TC not even in the advent calendar, you know, for the double bluff.
Yeah, agreed. I think it's one of those things where you can sort of like double down on it. And, you know, sometimes people don't expect it. Obviously, it is a risky play. Should people blow through, but... And that was a rocket from distance. Let's see who's lurking.
NR. And random. And Zeds.
It's quadruple Z. It's Num that's causing the problems at the minute. Poking the bear.
I wonder if they know that they're wasting a whole bunch of rockets here.
Really an interesting one. That's does seem like he's got his aiming down.
Yeah, it looks mostly intact from the angle that they're at. So I'm wondering maybe it's not clear that people are already in.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you've still got the explodes from inside and stuff like that, so there's potential. But I mean, I do agree with you on that.
Might get a lucky TC if it's out there.
Imagine the scenes. Oh, that was a bit of a wayward one. Come on, back to where you were aiming before, Num. Don't have time to be messing about with that, that's for certain.
Papega and Fish are really starting to battle ahead now.
They
I think
most
they're both
certainly
at the
are.
point where they can't be caught up even with a TC now. So
Now would be the time to focus one of these two teams. We've got 20 minutes left, or about that time.
Num goes down to Papega. Papega looking to advance their lead, and here you see Barbie, Dylan Zito, short. The Papega boys making all the noise, as we do say. Weird to see that they are moving in a different direction. We are going to stick with Papega. Obviously, that raid is going to take quite a while here. It does look like they're going to be going down for the boys in the field here. Oh, and here we go. There's already a raid, that's why. Let's take a look. Snips is offline. They're not even on.
That's NR, isn't it?
I believe so, yeah.
We saw someone from NR not too long ago. This is interesting because Monaco were just getting raided a moment ago and are now.
Yeah, it's interesting to see for certain.
Just, I don't see anyone else coming in now. Something must have happened to NR. I don't see any of them.
Well, as I just mentioned prior, they are offline. Or Snips is at least, anyway. The guy that placed the wall down. And as you can see, at this moment in time, playing really, really well. You see, Barbie does go down. Not Barbie, sorry. One of the Papega boys goes down. There's Barbie and Dylan Zito left. Monaco obviously holding. These are very well-enabled players. Gamers are eliminated by XD. And here you see Monaco really starting to put a shift in against Papega here. Alita going on the outside. You've got Monaco level holding the top. Russian Terminator holding the shooting floor. Dylan has to be careful here, peeking.
That was an
Barbie
absolutely
takes a
wild
shot.
dash by Alita. So lucky that no one from Vega peaked because they were just completely open. Doing it again.
I think that's it. I think it is definitely one of those. They're communicating with each other, Monaco. I'm sure if we jumped... And Barbie goes down to Alita here. Really good shooting from that man.
Nicely done.
As you can see, it's not looking good for Papega at the minute. Monaco, strange that they're in 10th, in my opinion. And now Dylan has just caused a whole lot of issues. They're going to want that M2. And Alita goes down. Dylan, the man himself, holding. Very nicely done indeed. Now, it's strange to see... Strange to see that Monaco's in 10th. I mean, we have seen them, you know, popping off on a lot of kill streaks. Terminator earlier on was on a 10 kill streak. Obviously, I'm assuming he's died since then, but...
this is it. That's what we were saying, isn't it? The kill points compared to your TCs are making a much bigger difference with these smaller team sizes.
Dylan is in fact down though.
I see two members from NR are back in base now.
NR are back in base. Have they reappeared? Apparently it's just Snips that's offline. Strange to see. Maybe they employed a builder for this event and that was it.
The Snips was definitely here, so I guess technical issues or a rage quitting, I don't know.
Let's see it here. Crewmates. You got the date. What's this? This is Headshot Space. Strange to see that you've got crewmates here all naked. That is crewmates base just up there on the hill. Just under 20 minutes left in this EU Base Invaders event.
Watch Does from GWBK is in there somewhere.
UWBK, you got Watch Task.
Wotas, wouldn't it?
Obviously, if you would like some more information on this event, then obviously do go ahead and type !invaders in the Twitch chat. If you are new here and you do want to get involved, information on how to play it and everything like that is posted there. Synergy now on top here. Look at him go. Running around like a madman as he normally does. Now this man is a good player, as we see a lot of the time.
Getting the advantage to fight.
I'm going to go ahead and get out of here as it does seem quite quiet at the minute. And we've got a lot of booms. somewhere. It's definitely not there. Got a new raid opened up in F12. It's boldness raiding. Wing-ridden angel is down.
Ooh, what was that?
That was a generator.
Oh, it was a generator.
Come on, boys. When you dive, I dive. Jump in. See what's going on. Obviously, they're going to want to make a more sizable hole at this moment in time. Apologies for the clip through.
I would just be going for this. They've got full control. You can keep somebody up there if you want. Keep full up there. If that's who that is sitting next to them. Just drop in. Sometimes it's hard to tell how far away these people, these names I'm looking at are.
Yeah, obviously. That's one of the issues. The little yellow text afterwards is meters from my current position, I believe, or the position to my character, which is just above this base in a minute. See, Dibby Duck down there. Oh, cooldown on 9 HP. He's going to have to med. Wing-ridden angel goes down again. Really not playing well at this moment in time, at least. Grob down in the trade. Got Dibby Duck at the bottom there on 45 HP. Oh, TC! Hold on. Come on, Danny.
I've called that.
Use your eyes.
Did he? Oh, they can't have seen it. Surely. Oh, don't leave.
Guys.
Don't leave. It's right there. Don't leave.
From Cole's going to
There we
take a
go.
look over.
Got to spy it now, surely.
And he has done.
Is he?
He's not seen it.
They haven't seen it. They haven't seen it. Otherwise, they'd be done it by now.
Oh, donkeys, look down.
Look down. Oh my god.
Surely he's just seen it.
That's it. It's got. There we go.
They've still not seen it. Now,
Still
right,
haven't.
come on.
Are you kidding?
Are we getting trolled?
It feels like it, doesn't it? You must have. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Danny, just shoot the TC.
I think
There we go. Triple I
angle
eliminated
was
by
a little
baldness.
I think
angle
I
was
think
a
he was a little bit hesitant
sus.
about the angle and trying not to blow himself up in the process.
That's it, Fortnite. You try and steal this TC that's already gone. You do that. Santa obviously coming in the skirmish here as well. Obviously, this one is over and done with. What's going on over here? Trio. Assuming this is okay. This is Shisha's base, so they have not successfully defended. I was about to say successfully defended, but it's Trio that are inside Shisha's base at the minute, and they are now going to work.
Yeah, so the amount of times today that we've gone to have a look at a base to find just a completely different team just sitting in there.
Well, that's it. I think half the event have focused on raids today, especially with the sheer amount of bases that there is. But all in all, very, very explosive event so far. Obviously, you know, it's definitely one of the events where if you survive the initial skirmish and the sheer crazy amount of people that are going around raiding at the first bit, then you've got a chance. And look at RNC here. Oh, this is sneaky. Got Fax Eclipse. Yogi gets one. Eclipse also goes down to 72. And look at Cinch. Goes out, meets Eclipse on the exterior. Slots Eclipse. Fax is running in the background. Is not good shooting. Very good shooting there from Sheesh.
Fax was on half health, but that was still a good shot. He had no idea that was coming.
He was eliminated by birds. Michael Jackson himself is gone out of this event.
Still didn't bring them to the top 10, that. Oh, they'll know. My mistake. It was just the delay. There they are. 7th place there, 160. 100 points behind the lead. Seems unlikely that they're going to be getting that one in the next 13 minutes, unless a lot of these people get put out.
See Josky there goes down, and it does look like Sheesh have reclaimed their base. RNC Joker though. Joker pushes in now. Ladders up. Hot Pedvas. And Joker goes down, but it's not going to matter because here comes Yama. Yama gets one. You got Josuke in the background. Very well played there. Yama takes 60. Josuke kind of baiting his teammate there, but does in fact get the kill before he goes down. Very well played. And Trio have reclaimed control of this raid once again. We are going to follow Trio inside here.
Well controlled. That was a good play. It was the right decision. Bait the teammate, I feel. Would have got the trade, even if they had died.
Got Big Pappy T in chat saying hashtag free T-God. Obviously, we know the situation regarding that will not be occurring as far as I am aware at this moment. Maybe in the future, who knows? You hear Yogi running up now. Oh, wide slotting Yogi there. Very well played by that man. Not going to be enough though. Snitch. Takes down wide. Snitch now going to go. Oh, Josuke.
Ow!
Josuke down to Snitch. Running around like a madman.
I can't believe he didn't get killed running through there, getting shot in the back.
I'm confused as to who Snitch was shooting at there. Looked like he was shooting at my cam there. Yogi is down on the outside. Clips seem to be leaving, and Sheesh have reclaimed this base once again.
Might have been firing at Eclipse out the window, I guess.
And we've got QWERTY on XD's roof here. Now XD, obviously the ones that eliminated Purge earlier on.
Yeah, they've accumulated a lot of points the last little while. They're up
Well,
223.
Not playing bad at all. They have cleared out the Raiders as well with a little bit of help there from Out. Maybe that's the debt repaid. Obviously, Out were getting raided by Purge when XD eliminated them, and it was looking quite bad for Out at one point, so maybe that's their little repayment. Distract the Raiders whilst XD clutch up. Nice to see.
Boldness and HD have now caught up to the point where they can hit top here with some good placements. Good GC taken.
See here, you got MFF. You got SS on the roof there. Buddhist currently giving hell to MFF space. MFF now getting shot in the back. You got Dean Karma. Oh, Dean Karma getting shot in the back by Cantoso. Cantoso looking for a bit of action as well. AK shots everywhere. What is going on? Let's get involved and
Apex
have a
and
look.
Kashmir are also here, but Kashmir just got taken out by someone.
It's not looking good. MFF all of a sudden just really clutching back. Deepex putting in the work, doing really well. Deepex we see week in, week out performing really well at the best of his ability. Does manage to clutch up. MFF have regained control for now. Cantoso though. Now on the interior here, we're going to not try to fly through some walls here, but also to find out where on earth Cantoso got in at.
Plenty of opportunities to get in there, I think.
Yeah, and MF do seem to have reclaimed this at the minute. We've got Femis Tockle on top of the roof. Not really doing anything at the moment, just being a bit of a nuisance.
Got
Maybe
that
waiting
kill
for
there, I
his-
think.
Yeah, he most certainly did. It wasn't a naked though. Maybe he's just waiting for his teammates to arrive potentially.
Yeah, they don't seem nowhere to be seen, are they?
Not at all. I'm just wondering what Deepex is shooting at.
I don't think SSS. Sorry, I don't think SS are in the running for the points here. 35 points.
35, did you say?
Sorry, 78 points there in 35th place.
Oh, I thought. Oh well, I mean, to be fair, 78 points ain't much better than 35.
Yeah, ain't great, no.
See SS now. Now getting involved. Oh, on, MFF, Kashmir. Themistockel does slot him, and now he's going to be pushed by Deepex. Deepex is coming. Run. Deepex does in fact get the kill, so that's it. MFF have reclaimed their base. Well played to those guys there.
Yeah, nicely done.
Obviously, who it is. Just vibing. No raid going on here. Is there a raid going on in that direction though?
Just out space again.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm fairly sure this is out space. No, this is XD.
XD's
Oh,
base.
out and now in XD's base. God, my words just failed me once again. Look how deep they are in as well. This isn't looking good for XD. It doesn't look like they've noticed.
Where are XD right now? Nowhere near
Good
this.
question. They were here recently.
Unfortunate.
Got not Jerry in chat saying this caster smells. Jerry, you be careful, boy. Otherwise, I will highlight every single mistake you make in NA later on. Obviously, we do have an NA event later on tonight, starting in roughly 1 hour after this event has finished. Starts at 8 PM GMT, so I believe that is 3 PM Eastern. Could be wrong. I believe it is 5-hour difference, though. Really well at this moment in time, though. Jim Bros obviously holding the outside. You got Iguana, you got Snowdy. Out seem to have lost numbers somehow, even though... wait a minute, though. Maybe they're grabbing more rockets. It's always a potential. Now getting beamed. Also taking fire from the base far over there. About 200 meters out, 300 meters out. Probably more so, actually. As you can see, you got SS, you got Jim Bros. See, that's what I mean. Going back to what I was saying earlier with Monaco. Monaco, again, Russian Terminator there on an 8-kill streak. So, very, very, very able players. Just doesn't look like they're doing much raiding. Maybe UK and mains or something, you know.
They have been defending last little while against quite a lot of different people, so maybe that prevented them from getting out. They are just out of the top 10 though. They're on 153 points. So I think you might be right. The lack of TCs is what's keeping them out of the higher placement.
Let's see. We've got Outget. And this looks like it may be XD returning. No, it's SS. Outget's going to have to be careful here. He's running down. Deepex on an 8-kill streak now.
Someone else must be trying to push into that base.
Outside and take a look what's going on. BB eliminated by off 8. 2 teams that we've not covered.
Yeah, I think that's the first time I've seen either of them get announced.
Most certainly.
Let's have a look here.
See, SS do seem to have taken over XD's base. Out seem to have been pushed out. We go further inside. SS looking to do some damage. Isn't a house of doors. It really should be, you know, focusing on doing some damage now, SS. They shouldn't be taking this much. Just push down into the centre. You know where the doors are. It's 2x2 with a layer of
perfect
squares
opportunity
on the outside.
to be clearing out some of these. There's no one else here. There we go. Getting started now.
We're taking them about an hour.
Wasting some time. Really are.
It's not even them throwing the C4, it's Jim Bros. Iguana getting shot by Kuma. Iguana goes down to Kuma and Outget. Jim Bros Snowdy on 54 HP here. Outget down on 57. SS literally free inside. XD have finally realised they're getting raided. They've just spawned back in as well. As we see, we are going to follow with the camera here. Themistockel Yep. Don't go for that one, Chief.
It is really expensive and obviously farm dependent, but I feel like C4 strategy for clearing these is way faster
It
than your
most certainly
rockets.
is. We've got Baby Cow spawning in, picking up an AK. It's going to come behind SS here. Baby Cow goes down. Random eliminated by Dresnia. And you've got McSheesh here.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, just below you, McSheesh. You missed him.
There are plenty of people, or rather plenty of teams here that can just sneak into the top 10 before they're finished. There's very few points. I mean, Birds and RNC are basically on the same points. So this top 10 is going to probably look different 2 minutes from now. As everybody goes to their last minute.
So
TC attempts.
Here we go, look. SS have pushed in, out now. Goes down to XD, Baby Cow. XD doing a really good job of defending here from all sides. Getting attacked by 2 different teams. It does look like they've reclaimed it for now. They do need to hold the breach in the compound though.
Wait.
FN Zor goes down. You can see that. It's looking like this has fizzled out. So try and look for some last minute point snagging. Birds here. Obviously 1 TC won't take them enough. This moment in time is looking like Papega are running away with it. XD obviously defending, not able to raid at the moment. That's for certain. So it is looking like
defense points have pushed them up a bit though.
Papega could do this unless there's fish. Obviously fish.
Purplu's inside here. I think. Yes. Directly above T-Hawk. I think it looks like it's going to be Papega. Sure, right? But we've still got... There's a small chance here that someone else can take a TC in these last 60 seconds. The only people who win by taking a TC are XD and Fish.
And having said that, just as we were saying it, fish are in fact raiding.
So here we go.
And they are deep inside it.
Inside Monaco's base as well, isn't it? Which is already taking a little bit of a beating.
Yes, it is. And they're going to know that if they get this, then they win the event. So they're going to be pushing really hard for this TC at this moment.
Yeah, obviously. You push where you like. We're inside the delay.
Fortnite eliminated by off it. Oh, and that's them down.
That's Offie have climbed a significant number of positions in the last like 10 minutes.
So we have 12 seconds left. 10. Obviously, this is looking like it is a big if that's
Doesn't look like it's happening.
And
MF
perfect.
finally got limited right at the end there.
MF, yeah, finally out by Hoodis. And just like that, that is the end of this event. Papega are your winners for this EU event with 301 points. What an amazing event that was. Oh, wow. Really explosive.
Yeah.
Certainly is.
That's a lot of fun.
I imagine NA will be the exact same. As you can see here, Papega. See, look at that. They haven't really done that much in terms of kills. You know, obviously you can see there around 106 points if my maths is correct. For you can see there 106. For the amount of kills that they've got, raid defenses were a big part in their win today, and obviously they did manage to get 3 raids. Obviously XD again. Slightly less kills, only by 3 though, and raid defenses again and completed. Let's put it in comparison with someone towards the bottom. So yeah, just the same again, just less kills, less raid defenses, and less raids completed. Obviously, Papega are your winners. But yeah, what were your thoughts, Ian?
Yeah, well, I mean, the stats, I think, pretty much show what we were saying the whole time. None of this hasn't been determined by kill points this week because the team sizes are much smaller. If you have a look, most of the individual players' scores for kills are actually about the same between the individual teams. It's all about the defenses. It's all about the raids. It's really close between Papega and XD on the stats. You can see that. I think this was great. I really do. I thought it was an excellent week. Really hard to keep track when it's threes. I think there was lots of get to see at all, just because there was so much stuff going on. But I really enjoyed it. I think it was a good event.
It most certainly was. Obviously, we will be back in just over an hour for the NA event. Obviously, I have been your main caster for today, CubbyHD. Come along and join me and Trevor on the NA event. Obviously, do go ahead and claim your free skins at rustoria.co/rustypot, as they are obviously the sponsor for this event. But thank you very much for joining me, Ian. It's been lovely to cast alongside you once again. But no, obviously, we will see you all later for the ANA event. But unless there is anything else, that's it. So bye for now.